Afternoon, hope you're well. Currently smoking my LCS bent brandy, and it, as you can see, is some Orlik Golden Sliced. It's my first time purchasing Orlik Golden Sliced. I've smoked maybe 3 bowls so far. Really enjoying it. Really good blend. Very citrusy, I get a lot of orange. It's almost like fresh orange juice. I don't think it's topped with any orange flavour. I think it's just the natural flavour of the tobacco, but it's really nice. Really nice. Just want to say briefly about the passing of the Don Mott. I've never came in contact with him. I kind of joined the YTPC a bit late. I had a look at his channel. I think his last post was maybe about a year ago or so. So kind of before I joined the YTPC. But from what I've heard, he was an exceptional guy, and my condolences to his family. But this blend so far, really liking it. Been pretty busy in the workshop recently, with my way through the sort of ashtrays. Some good news, I have purchased a lathe. That should be here some point next week. It's Friday afternoon just now. Delivery I think Tuesday or Wednesday next week. That will be confirmed prior to taking delivery of it. Honestly, I hope so, because let's just say I can imagine the box isn't the kind of thing you just leave at the door. It's going to be pretty big, so I'm assuming I'll get a text or an email prior. Let me know of the exact time and date. But like I say, it should be Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So that's exciting. Just in the process of also trying to reorganise the workshop. The lathe will go to my right. Some people commented about the space, how there might not be enough space because at the end of this table here, but there's a little trick with the lathe which comes around that problem. In the future, again, workshop will be an ever-changing thing. The more equipment I get, because of the small amount of space, things will be changing about. So the lathe will go there. I'm probably going to guess maybe 5 or 6 months. There's a bit of machinery that I want to get a bit down the line to add to. It means less space, so eventually there will probably be a rejig of workshop locations, as in the equipment and everything in the workshop itself. But yeah, exciting. Expensive. Definitely not an inexpensive purchase, that's for sure. But what a lot of people might not realise is when you buy a lathe, you're really just buying a lump of metal, in the sense that you get a lathe. You can do loads of stuff with a lathe, but you can't actually work it until you buy, I would say, essential accessories. So with many things you buy accessories just because you might want them, they might help you out, blah blah. But with a lathe, the accessories which you purchase are literally essential. So for example, a chuck, you can work the lathe without a chuck, but you would, for example, still need a faceplate, or you would still need, if you didn't have, if you wanted to use any set of jaws, you would need a chuck. You need chisels. You need things for the tailstock. Thankfully, my lathe does come with a few pieces already included, so it does take away me having to purchase a few things, which is good actually. And actually, if you incorporate, for example, drive centre, they're about £30. This comes out for free, well, included. So actually, overall, you can say it brings down the overall cost of the lathe. If you kind of know what I mean, because you're not having to go out and purchase that, which you would have to anyway. There we go. Wasn't what I like. But yeah, so really excited for that. Just going through this now, what bits and bobs to get. Got the lathe ordered, got the chuck ordered. Just need to decide which chisels I'm going for. By the looks of it, I am going to be going for quality over quantity. I know that a lot of chisels, a lot of people have said, I've seen online, that you want to invest in high quality accessories. You know, ones that are going to last. And chisels are one that everyone goes on about. There's no point spending £50–60 on a set of chisels which might last you a few months or might not even do the job well because they're not proper hardened steel, might have poor handles, might just be purely made. So I think I've got the set in mind. Two of the big manufacturers in the UK for woodturning tools are Robert Sorby and Henry Taylor. They're kind of the two, you'd say, like Premier League brands of woodturning tools. So I'm looking at sets and individual tools from them, and I'm trying to think anything else that I'm still needing to buy. I think that's it, to be honest. Well, I've got a list of everything that I need for the lathe and little accessories and that to get started. But yeah, excited, really excited. Just need to get the workshop in order for it to arrive. I won't show you the model that I've got until it's set up. I'll kind of unbox it and unveil it. Let's just say it's not small. It might be larger than most people's starters lathe. But to me, it's a big investment. There's no point going for something less expensive or less adequate for what I need in the future, because I know some things I want to make on the lathe, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to make anything I want on the lathe, and this size of lathe does that. It gives me that option. Whereas if you went for a slightly smaller lathe, doesn't mean that this lathe's crazy expensive, because it's not, and you get lots of lathes that are half the size but twice the price. It's just that the size of this lathe and the features it has is fantastic for what I want to do on the lathe. And I was kind of saying to Simon, a comment, that this lathe is almost kind of upgrade proof, in the way that the size of the lathe, the power, the features, like for the price, it seems fantastic value, and it's the kind of lathe that you can't really upgrade from it without going into niche details and features. Yes, there's obviously much better wood lathes than mine, but for an overall lathe, I've looked at the reviews and feedback, and it's a fantastic lathe. Like yes, you obviously can purchase lathes that are much more expensive, have much better features, maybe better made, but overall this is a fantastic lathe, and I don't see myself having to upgrade possibly ever, unless I wanted to upgrade to obviously a metal lathe, which is a whole other ball game. But I don't think I will ever have interest in upgrading to metal lathe, because I don't do any work with metal. I don't plan on really doing any work with metal. At least I would never get a full-size metal lathe. I would maybe get a hobby little kind of a entry-level metal lathe years down the line, but I don't think I would ever invest in a proper full-size metal lathe, because that's just not what I'm interested in. I'm purely interested in woodwork as a whole. But yeah, So excited for that. We're really enjoying this this Orlik Golden Sliced. I thought actually that these tins now had the warning band across, because I've decoded the date and this tin is from January of this year. So I don't know if it's not on all tins, if it's only certain states in America require the labels. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But yeah, so that was just a point I thought of. Again, I don't think there's anything better than these untouched tins. Yes, there's a war on the back, but that doesn't matter. It's the artwork that I think everyone loves. There's nothing better than artwork or tin art. The same for me with my love for Cuban cigars. There's nothing better than a Cuban cigar box. The artwork is hundreds of years old, so intricate, such detail and artwork, such craftsmanship in it. To where I hope as many tins and brands as they can retain a label-free tin art, and I pray that the states don't have to go down the market and the route that we do here in the UK, to where this tin, you would maybe have that saying Orlik Golden Sliced, you wouldn't even have this big band. Half the tin would be a big warning label, and then sides would be covered in warning labels, as you will have seen. It just kind of takes away from the tins. Yes, obviously we're purchasing the tobacco inside, but it's always nice to have a nice looking tin. End of the day, if you're putting it in the cellar, it's nice to have good looking tins rather than have tins plastic with warning labels. But yeah, so that was a little chat for today. A lot of interesting things happening, coming. Really looking forward to it. Hope you all have a good weekend. Friday, good weekend. Yeah, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.